Hello, Colin. How are you? Oh, come on. Why? Right. Hello, Colin. How are you? Oh, come on. Why? Right. Hello, Colin. How are you? Colin, how are you? Just waiting on a couple more people to come in. What the hell's going on? Audio should be working. Yep. G'day, Rickles Rocket. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever your place happens to be at the moment. Just give it a couple of seconds. I'm waiting for a couple of others to get in there so as I can put them up there so as I can read the chat because I have a little bit of trouble. Don't know what's going on there, but for some reason it's not changing the cameras in here. Okay, Jay. I apologise to everybody for the delay at the moment, but this is all new to me. Come on. There you go, Joe. It should be coming through now. What else we got in here? Good day, Rick. How are you, Alan? Right. Now. Right.
Hey, Rob, are you there?
Yep.
Yep, cool.
You should be there now.
Yep.
Right, good. Sorry about that. As I said, I apologise to everybody. This is all new to me. This setting up StreamYard and everything. Somebody's got a mic on. I can hear it. Hello, Charlotte. How are you?
Yeah. Someone's got their speakers up too loud.
Hello, Charlotte. How are you?
Hi. Yeah. Someone's got their speakers up too loud.
Right. I'll just shut you down for a minute, I think. Right. I'll just shut you down for a minute, I think.
Yep. Oh, it's Robbo.
Right. Yes, yeah, we're in stage 4 lockdown now, Charlotte. So we've got a shop locally, not allowed to go any further than 5 kilometres to a shop.
Robbo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Robbo, you need to put your headphones on.
I've got my headphones on.
Okay.
I've got my headphones on.
All right. All right.
That's the compressor going. All right. Just wait a minute. The compressor will shut up in a minute. What the heck is that noise?
No idea. It's not me.
Sounds like a lathe going somewhere.
No, I've got a compressor on at the moment. It'll shut down in a minute.
Sorry, I had a suburban train go past.
Man, if you hear a train go past there, we're in big trouble because the line was closed down 25 years ago. Okay.
No,
now,
me.
Right. Okay. I'm just playing at the moment. People, just bear with me, all right?
How's it going, everyone in the chat? I'm not going to bother typing. I'm too lazy, to be honest.
All right. I'm just switching on to me, so put you two into the background, all right?
All right. Yep. Robbo.
Yep.
Can you put your YouTube on mute? Have you got that on mute?
Yeah. Yes, I've got it switched off. Well,
all right.
Muted right back.
Okay.
So now, have you disappeared off the main screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's get on with it.
What? Your colour's a little bit off too. It's weird.
I can't.
Someone got a kettle boiling in the background.
Not me. Oh, jeez, I'll tell you what, I can't work this bloody thing out.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to get the screen up so that I can see if it's going all right. But I've got all the chat stuff up on the side.
Yeah. All right. You only get a really small screen, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you can have.
But I can't even see it. Now I can. Right. Good. Oh, Jesus. This is infuriating. Okay. Now, the first thing we're going to touch on is the tools of trade. And the first one we're going to do is the roughing gouge, which is this one here. It's a U shape normally, like, well, don't just change cameras. It's a U shape normally like that, sharpened straight across. It's a furniture maker's tool. There is another type of roughing gouge, and that's the European type, which is a U shape like this one here, like a big gouge, and generally sharpened with a thumbnail. It can be sharpened straight across, but a thumbnail grind. Most people are used to these bigger types like that. The first one that I showed was a P&N one. Now, the difference is in the shanks down here in the tangs where they go in. If you see the P&N one, it's machined out of a solid bar and it's much stronger. These have a bad habit of breaking across the tang here. Now, the name is a spindle roughing gouge. Up until the mid-90s, they were just called a roughing gouge, but with all the people coming in as hobbyists, they had to denote a spindle roughing gouge from a bowl roughing gouge because people were picking these up and using them on bowls. And if you really want a sphincter clenching moment, use these on a bowl. I've got a video up that you can have a look at to see. My favourite ones are these European roughing gouges, because those square-nosed ones, if you're roughing down rough timber, the edge can quite often hit a knot or something and snap the tool or whatever and grab. Now, the next one in the arsenal, a spindle roughing gouge, by the way, is not a necessity, because anything will rough something down. I've got to get used to moving around with this mic attached to me. The next one's a spindle gouges. Now, the traditional spindle gouges were always shaped, they were forged and just hammered out into a U shape like that. In recent times, because they're easier to make and cheaper, they're now a round section like that. And what denotes the spindle gouge in the round ones is that the flute is under the halfway mark of the chisel itself. Some of the Chinese copies, the flute is actually halfway down the chisel and it's not quite a true gouge. But anyway, my preference is for these, and I always sharpen them in a thumbnail grind like that. It's exactly the shape of the little pink bit in your thumb down here. Make sure I don't get tangled up in the microphone and pull it out. The next tool is the one everybody loves to hate, the skew chisel. My favourite weapon. Now, this 1-inch skew, you can get them up to 2 inches and you can get them down to about 1/8 of an inch. Everybody hates them because I don't understand them. But don't they, Charlotte? So, and the last one is a parting tool. Now, you can use a parting tool, a skew chisel, and a gouge to rough out. So they're your 3 essential tools for spindle turning, these 3 here. You can get by without a spindle roughing gouge. Now, bowl gouges, they normally come ground similar to this one here. I've shortened the bevel down considerably on this one, but this is a traditional English grind. It's just about straight across, and it's got a very blunt angle on that front there. That's an Irish grind or a Liam O'Neill grind. It's not an Ellsworth grind. The Ellsworth grind comes right back up here. And then there's my grind. Excuse me. With it very well raked back wings. And I love using that on some spindle work. It's all right to use bowl gouges on spindle work. Not so good using spindle gouges on bowl work. Although I must admit I like my 1/2-inch spindle gouge for doing smaller type bowls because it cuts cleaner. So that's basically the setup of the tools. Now I'll show you how they're used. I'm trying to keep this down to an hour because we've got the English people that have a live at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. How many we got in, Jay?
You have 16 watching.
Oh, yeah.
Only 5 likes. Let's get some more likes in there, peoples. Come on.
As Neil Diamond said a few years ago, hello, tree people.
June from
Robert, is any different for a while?
Sorry? Don't speak over each other.
So
I was just about to say that June from Queensland has just joined.
Oh, yeah. Hello, June. Okay, now when I'm putting a piece of timber in, and I'll alter this camera again. Everybody says to put the tool rest up as close as you can, which means about there. Now, to me that is too close because quite often the bevel will rub on the edge of the tool rest here, and as you come over the edge of it, it skips. So I put it about 10 millimetres away, just enough to fit the tip of my finger down in there. And I like to have an inch or so hanging over each end as well. Right, that's in tight, rotates freely. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right, so the roughing gouge is always used at virtually straight into the timber, like that. The angle here, and at right angles to the timber as well.
I feel like I need to answer.
Sorry?
I said I feel like I need to answer yep when you're saying stuff.
And you can angle it a little bit the direction of travel, but it works mainly down in the middle here. Down in here, or just off the side. Oh, I've got a bit of sawdust down my bloody throat. Now, the reason that these are shaped like this is because of this. So you can come right up to a square shoulder just by rolling it over. If you use a European type gouge, you can't get a nice clean cut. Doesn't matter how much you try, you won't get a clean cut down into that corner. Now, I've been told that I have to slow down a little bit because Jay reckons I work too fast, but sorry about that. Now, you can get a roughing gouge to cut like a skew chisel by coming in over the top and angling the blade down like that. And you can do the same. So you can do the same thing with the bigger one wherever I put it. You can use either that wing or you can turn it around and use it that way. Now,
Robbo,
what?
On your StreamYard chat, can you scroll up? Yeah, there's actually, if you click on anyone's comment, you can put it on your main screen, and there's actually someone's comment on the main screen. It's been there for ages.
Okay, sorry about that. Wait on. Oh shit. Well, click on the comment, is it?
No, right. You have to scroll up through the chat and find the chat that you clicked on to get rid of it.
Oh, I can't find it. Wait on.
Some people with smaller screens might be finding it harder to see what you're doing.
Yeah,
That's right.
It'll be highlighted in blue, Robbo.
We're in the main chat off to the side on the right-hand side or somewhere.
Yeah. In the comments,
just you have to scroll up and have a look until you find it.
at 7:36 p.m.
It'll be one of the first ones.
Yeah.
All right, 7:30. Right on. No, I don't want to do that.
You got Colin Roberts here as well.
Yeah, right. Hide.
That's it.
Nailed it.
Oh, geez, I learned something new. Look at that. Okay. Right. Now, we don't use a parting tool for marking out. We use the skew tool. I've just got to find my parting tool again now. Oh, I'm limited in space by the amount I can move because of the microphone. So if you mark out with a parting tool like this, you've got to come right down over the top here to get past that. Otherwise, you're going to get a very rough line down in there that the parting tool always leaves. So it's easier, don't do that, to mark out with the skew tool, just with some V-cuts. Like so. Now, if you use a gouge, oh, where's it gone to now? You can use a gouge for doing a bead like this. Just take that corner off a bit. Or a cove like this. That is the main use for spindle gouges. Now, whenever you're cutting a cove, don't do this. Come up there, because it leaves a hell of a rough finish on it and it doesn't look very pretty. So you always come down just across the centre line, then in there, like that. Now, the advantage of the thumbnail grind is it almost does it itself. Whereas if you've got a point on it, now I'll put it down again, I can't find it. If you use one that's right back, it's very hard just to get around that corner. And if it's really pointy, it just digs in. So that, Jay, is why you have to have that round nose on the front.
Yes.
Now, as I said, the spindle gouges are great for doing coves and beads. The skew chisel does a planing cut. This is a planing cut. And it also does beads. It can also do a cove, but it's not as quick as a spindle gouge. Spindle gouge is a far better tool to use for it.
We're going to have to practice, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
The other thing that you can do with a skew chisel is actually cut backwards as well. If we're in a hurry, Now, the parting tool is great for trimming off ends. But the problem is that it normally leaves a very rough finish on it, like that. Now, a way around that, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm a production turner. We don't switch off our lathes normally. And please don't try that at home if you're uncomfortable about it. What the hell's that noise?
Sorry.
Right. A better way of doing a parting cut is to put your parting tool in like this. Cut it just about down to where you want to get it off. If you're working on a big diameter piece, always make a relief cut. Don't try and force it in too far. If you've got smoke coming out, it's too hot. So do a relief cut beside. Oh, damn. Just hold on. I'm gonna have to turn the heater off.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's quiet.
It's quiet now. Holy
You see
shit.
his
I can hear
heater would be
myself.
roasting.
I can hear myself think, uh-oh, turn it back on. Hey, look, Robbo, after you've turned something at everyone else's speed, turn something at your speed to show the difference.
Disconnect the microphone. Now,
Gee, thanks.
in order to clean it up, what you do is use this side. You actually angle the tool across a little bit like this, and you do a planing cut with the edge of it. And you'll end up with a nice clean surface down along there like you've done it with a skew chisel. All right. Now I'll take this drive spur out. Notice, Jay, I'm working between centres, real turning.
You get the raspberry, mate.
No, I can't see why people put centres into chucks and then form everything to do that. It just defies my imagination.
I don't own a shed full of tools. Sorry.
You don't have to. You've got a chuck and a drive spur. That's all you need.
It doesn't lock either. My story, and I'm sticking to it.
Robbo, Charlotte says you need to give up the smokes.
Yeah, I know, Charlie. Geez, I've given up sugar. I've given up sex. What else do you want me to do?
Far out, man. That might have been a little bit too much information, but all right.
And I don't drink alcohol, so. Now, for those that don't know, the way that I fit a chuck is that I open it out here and put the Allen key down in there, right seated with my thumb, and then tighten it right up. I've never had a chuck stick on. I do not need nylon washers or anything else in there. All right, put a square bit of timber in there.
So you just have herbal tea then?
Sorry?
You just have herbal tea then?
I just have cups of tea, yeah. Right. Oh, come on. I must have an odd-shaped head. I have a great deal of trouble keeping a microphone and the ears on the speakers on my head.
Sorry, cough.
See? Well, you don't even smoke.
Is that a bit of secondary smoke there, Joe?
Yeah, sorry.
Passive smoking.
And who says they don't have smell-o-vision?
800 k's away.
Right, we'll rough this down. This is to get it Sid. Right. A top.
Know what's coming here.
That's how long it takes, Sid.
Mine are prettier, Robbo.
No, I must admit, we used to turn them a lot at fairs and things with the kids there. We used to do a lot of demonstrations at schools. And the idea was that I'd give the kid a top, I had to turn the next one before it stopped spinning. So you get pretty quick at it after a while. Yes, you're right, Charlotte. I do need wild bed frame.
Click on that again, mate. Take it off your screen.
Hey?
Click on Charlotte's comment again so you take it off your screen.
Sorry.
That's why you have earworms.
Right. Okay. Let's turn a little egg now just for the hell of it with a skew chisel. Charlotte loves the skew chisel, don't you, Charlotte? Now, whenever you're making a cut in towards the centre with the long point, this bottom one here, always use the long point. Don't try and use the short one because you can't see where you're cutting. Sorry, what was that?
I just said to Joe, someone was cutting an egg the other night on a live. Who was that? That was Steve, I reckon.
Steve.
Oh,
Steve, yeah.
yeah.
SK Craft, yeah.
Yeah. Right, take that bit out of there. How are we going for time? 33 minutes so far. Right.
What sort of chuck's that one, Robbo?
Vic Mark. I use Vic Mark or Novas. I've also got a couple of old, an old Bonham chuck as well, and a woodworking solutions chuck. I got a lot of the different chucks. So Nova and like the Technitool and my Vic Mark are probably the most favourite ones that I use. So problem, I like the Technitool because it's got 2-inch jaws on it, whereas the Vic Mark's only got 37mm, and it's amazing the difference that extra 13mm makes as far as holding the base of the bowl goes. Because I like working on 1/3 to hold the bowl.
Yep.
So, right. Just put them down there for a minute. Out of the way. Damn, I didn't get the screw chuck there. I'll turn the leg up first.
Robbo,
Yes, sir.
Charlotte would like to know if the live stream is going to be a regular occurrence.
Yeah, it probably will be as I get more and more confident at it. Like, I much prefer face-to-face type demonstrating, but with the COVID stuff, it's a bit hard these days. I miss my trip to Brisbane or the Gold Coast every year.
And Robbo,
Yeah.
Kristen has asked, how wide is your skew? Because it looks wider compared to theirs.
Oh, mine's an inch. I tend to use an inch skew chisel for most things. As I said earlier on, I have a 1/4 inch one as well, which is a real pig of a thing to use in my opinion. I've also got a 2-inch chisel, a 2-inch skew chisel, which you can't really buy anymore because, not being rude to hobby turners, they don't use skew chisels much except as tomato steaks. So, but I find no, how can I say? I have no problems with skew chisels, so right. Sorry, I know what I was going to say to Kirsten. I can do a 16th inch B with a 2-inch skew chisel, so I don't need small miniature tools for doing anything. Okay, now we'll put all the different tools to use. Now, what I'm doing here is defining where the pommel is, the square section on the leg. You do that with a skew chisel. And to bring the edge down over the top of it, use the long point. And it's just a straight cut. Like that. Square up this side here. And then start marking out the leg. There's a code goes in here. When you're cutting V-cuts, it's like cutting through a log. You come in from each side. Now you'll see a lot of various things. There'll be people that swing the tool around side to side. I don't, I just push it straight in and let the bevel do the work to get it down to where I want it.
Just moved off the screen there, Robbo.
Sorry?
You've just moved off the screen?
Yeah, I know. I've got a new camera up here and it's a pain. So that's where I will adjust that one. Okay. Now that's reduced in diameter there. Basically what the leg's going to look like is that.
Neil, Jay and I are moderators in the chat, so we'll hook up with Robbo so that we can talk to him and let him know what's going on so he doesn't have to keep looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm here all by myself. Yeah. Normally I would take this out while I'm actually rubbing it down, but right. Now those goes in there.
No, you're not hearing others because we're letting Robbo talk.
Put in our fillets for our cove. Round over the top of this. Get rid of some waste out of here. Take that down to the sides. Now the original design on this is they wanted this swell here to just come straight down like this.
Yep.
And I said, no, I said, that looks bloody terrible. I said, it looks much better if we do this to it. Now, everybody tries to copy this shape here. It's an onion. All right? They try to turn that with the chisel by, I've lost my gouge again. There it is. By starting up here and then coming over the top. The easiest way to do it is like this. Come in this end here.
Robbo,
Yes.
we can't see what you're doing down there, then you might have to change your camera.
All right, just hold on.
Yeah.
I'll try it. Right. How's that?
That's better.
Yep.
Okay. Bloody headphones keep falling off my head. So what you do is you just come in like this and form like half a cove down there, and then just take this corner off. And put a little chamfer on the end. Put our cove in. Tighten this up a little bit down here, just tidy it up a little bit. Now it looks like Charlotte's ankle. There, very nice.
You're a brave man, Robbo.
Sorry,
no.
coughing.
Charlotte and I know have known each other for a long time.
But does she know where you live?
Now, I call this part here a vase. But there's others that call it a swell or something else, so, all right. The important part about it is that if you just do it like that, looks sort of wishy-washy up in this section here. So if you can get that cut nearly vertical down in here, like that, and then bring this in and round over to the top of it. Just take out a little bit of a front hump there. Now normally I'd sand that to 180, commercial finish is 180, so, but I'm not going to. How long have I been going? 45 minutes. I won't bother doing a bowl tonight. Like I say, we don't turn off our lathes. So there you have it, one leg. Okay,
You going to do the other
anybody
three
got
now?
Sorry?
Are you going to do the other three now?
No, not tonight. Right. How are you guys? Kind of miss going up to Maloney this year.
Where's that?
Up in Queensland.
Okay.
Right, who else have we got on there? How many have we got in, Jay? I can't see.
17.
Oh, yeah.
20 in
Well,
now.
I hope,
20 now?
Hope
Oh,
it-
look at that.
I hope it's been an enlightening night for you. If you've got any questions, ask, please.
No. I'll just wait until it lives and you'll just yell at me.
That's almost more entertaining than this one, watching Jay and Robbo do a live together.
Yeah.
Well, actually, line dancer, it hasn't been bad in Victoria either. Like, we've had hardly any rain, and the days have been very nice at about 17 or 18 degrees. So,
Yeah. We had 20 today.
These shorts weather.
Yeah, nearly, eh?
Hello, Yolanda, how are you? Yolanda is Landy 22 on, I think it's Landy 22 on the Woodturners of Australia page. Yes, it's,
Okay.
we've just gone into stage 4 lockdown tonight. So, oh well, it's the way it goes.
Hey, Rob, have you put that heater back on?
Why, you're getting cold?
No, I can hear a whistling noise.
No, it's not my heater.
Colin reckons it's been pretty hot there in the UK, so I'm guessing he's had it for at least 18.
I
Sorry,
must
Colin.
admit, that always astounds me. Like, it's funny, like when we're on holidays or going around Australia or doing this and that, the temperature hits 18 or 19 degrees, and all the mad, excuse me, Colin, no offence, man, but all the mad poms go swimming. I reckon it's fantastic. We're rugged up in greatcoats.
That's crazy.
So guys just said, can we download and save the video? Need to learn how to use the skew better. I imagine Robbo will put it up on his YouTube channel, so you'll be able to go back and watch it anytime.
And also, Guy, if you actually go to Robbo's channel, he's actually got a series of videos on how to use the skew.
Called Treatise on the Skew.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Yolanda, it's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? I know. I know Kirsten won't mind me telling you, but she's a nurse and they've been looking after COVID patients and things. So, yes, Tommy, I agree with you. Anything over 22 is too hot. I like 20.
Oh.
I like 20, 22. That's work weather, I call it.
I'll stretch it to 25, but that's enough.
Don't come here in the middle of summer then, Tommy, because sometimes it gets nearly 50.
Yeah, well,
Colin
I must admit.
Colin just put it was over 40 in my shed the other day, too hot to turn. Colin, we're talking Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
To answer your question, Kirsten, timber Timbercon have the best turning jackets?
Oh, I got a freight train coming. Sorry.
Right. Just,
Timber Bits do a nice one too.
I know Timber Bits do, but in my opinion, the Timbercon jackets are far better. They're a bit longer. They come down over you, halfway down your thighs, which is good. I've got 2 pockets in the back of them, and they're heavy material. So,
Okay.
but
I
just to
like
get back to
the
the
nice and light in the summer.
just to get back to the heat thing again. The worst day we've ever had in the workshop was 52 degrees, and I had to still keep working.
Getting a bit warmish.
Why can you just see my arm, Charlotte? You really don't want to look at my face at the moment, I'll tell you.
Go on. Show it. Go on.
Well, wait, I'll just spin this camera around a bit.
I apologise to anyone that has nightmares tonight when they sleep.
If you see Robbo's avatar, there's not much difference.
Just here we I think I should be in the high country riding horses.
You just need your cowboy's hat.
So that's why it's been hiding. We haven't had any barbers open down there.
And he doesn't trust his wife with a pair of clippers, apparently.
Oh, man, I like to think what I'm...
Yeah, Gandalf. That's it. That's the one, Colin.
All right. Any more questions?
Yeah, where's some really nice wood?
I might hold that out until next week.
All right, cool.
All right, well, thank you all for attending. I've had a good time, even if you haven't.
58 line down just asked if you beard caught in the machine, Robbo.
There was a time about 4 or 5 years ago. In fact, the video, not of me getting caught in it, but the video of me turning the big log. Yes, I nearly did get it caught, but it was about another 6 inches longer, and I forgot to tuck it into my jacket, and I just leaned over to have a look at something, and lost a little section of my chin.
Ouch.
There you go. Ow.
Want to scalp yourself?
Yeah, at the wrong side.
Yeah.
Hello, Maker.
Sorry, I mean that.
No, so yeah, I am a bit wary of it. Yeah, Woody's jackets aren't bad, Neil, but I still like the Timbercon ones because they're slightly heavier, and they've got a bit of extra length in it. It's just personal preference, I think. All right, well, I'm going to sign off. It's 9 o'clock, another hour, and the Brits will be starting up with their live streams. Who's on tonight, Joe?
Offhand, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I'm on the wrong computer.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. I had a.
What's that, Neil? Don't what? Only don'ts come out. Yeah, it's all right for you lot up there, but we have cold days down here. It's SK. I thought it was Steve tonight. I wasn't sure.
Awesome. I'll see you folks in there.
Yeah, you'll have to send me through the link again, Joe.
Yeah,
I can't find her. Okay, folks. Good night. Take it easy. Keep safe.
Thanks,
And
Robbo.
I feel sorry for you tomorrow, Yolanda. It's getting to be a bad thing down there, I know.
Thank you, everyone that
Thank you,
came in.
Jack.
Very much appreciated.
Hit the like button before you go out,
Yeah.
if you haven't already.
Yeah, see you later, Neil.
Thanks, Colin.
Okay, good night, all.
All right. See you later, guys.
See ya.
Now all I got to do is all I got to do is oh yeah, up there in the corner. All right, thanks, Jay. Thanks, Sid. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no
No
worries.
worries.
Thanks for the show. It was great.